Making money online selling ebooks sounds amazing until you realize you don't know what to write, you don't know how to sell it, and you certainly don't know how to get anyone to buy it from you. So in this video, I'm going to show you the right way to use ChatGPT to go from a blank page to a profitable ebook that actually sounds like a human and has the potential to make you thousands of dollars online. This works even if you're starting from scratch or if you've never sold anything online before. Let's get into it. Hey friends, I'm Rochelle. I'm a six-figure digital product seller and mentor, and today we are getting into creating ebooks that actually sell. Now, before we get into this, I want you to forget all of the advice that you've heard before about just ask ChatGPT for an ebook idea and let it write it for you and Bob's your uncle. That doesn't work. You know why? Because it sounds like a robot, and first, people are not going to want to buy it. And if they do buy it, they're going to be very disappointed. They're never going to want to buy from you again. They're going to reverse their credit card charges. And it is just a mess. Okay, so let me show you how to do this the right way. And the first step is to start with your viral digital product idea. Now, the whole point of this is you're not going viral. Your digital product idea is. Why? Because it is perfectly suited to your audience, because it solves a specific problem, and because it delivers an amazing transformation. I actually already have a training showing you how to find your viral digital product idea. I'm linking it here so you can watch it next. And if you want to move even faster, I also have this ebook creation kit. It's going to give you all the fill in the blank templates. All right. And that's for every step. Okay. Now we're moving on to step 2, which is validating the idea before you create it. And this is the part that most people miss. They find an idea that they like and they just start creating it without doing any research. And the reality is that ChatGPT really can't tell you what you need to know here because it doesn't have all of the up-to-date search. It's getting better, but it doesn't have everything. And so you need to go and do your own search. And you're going to search in 3 places. The first and best place to search is Amazon. Okay, Amazon started as a bookstore, and so it has a lot of books on there. And the trick is not to just look at ebooks when you're searching on Amazon, but also to look at physical copies. There are also some browser extensions that you can download that will show you whether these copies are selling, and I actually have a whole mini training on that inside my ebook starter kit if you want to grab that. Also, when you're on Amazon, you're not only looking for sales, you're looking for reviews. Okay, so the number of reviews will tell you if a book is in demand. So if people are regularly reviewing it, that means they are buying it. But B, you can actually read through some of these reviews and see what type of content that they might have wanted the book to include that it didn't include, or see the parts that they were really interested in, and you can make sure you include this type of content inside your ebook. The second place you're going to look is Etsy. Now, you'll probably know from this video that I don't recommend selling on Etsy, but I do recommend using it as a research tool because it has so many digital products. And so you can search your ebook on Etsy. Now, if you already see people selling similar ebooks, you see any bestseller tags, you see anything that says in demand, this product has been bought however many times in the last hour, this means that, again, this is an in-demand ebook, and this helps you to validate your idea because you know that people are searching for it, and therefore it's quite likely that people are going to buy it. The third place is to check any social media platform. I recommend TikTok or Facebook. Why? Because these are the platforms where people are both social. YouTube is also a good one, but you are looking out for basically comments, what people are talking about, what type of content they're asking for, and you just make sure that you are including this content in your ebook. And also you can look on BookTok, right? You can see if there's any other types or similar types of books that are being talked about and that are popular, and this will also validate your idea. Okay, so those are some of the 3 best ways, but like I say, I do have a bonus training inside my ebook starter kit, so check that out. Okay, moving on to step 3, which is planning your transformation and your content pillars. So now you have your idea, you know that it's validated, you know that people are searching for it. You need to understand what your transformation is, okay? And this simply means, how are people going to be affected by reading your ebook, okay? Where are they going to start before reading your ebook, and where are they going to end after reading your ebook? So let's take my ebook, for example, Digital Dollars, which talks you through the whole process of creating a digital product. Before reading this ebook, my target audience likely don't know how to sell digital products, or if they do, they don't know how to do it consistently, or they are just confused and they just don't know where to start. Okay, so this is how people feel before they read my ebook. After they read my ebook, they completely understand digital products, how it works and how to create. They understand how to sell, they understand what their content and promotional strategy is, and they even have a 14-day launch plan. And you can also grab this ebook and a load of digital product templates inside my digital product starter kit, which I'll also link below. Okay, so that is my transformation. I've taken someone from feeling confused or not knowing where to start to having a plan and knowing exactly how they're going to create and launch a digital product. You need the same for your ebook. You need to know exactly how you are helping people and what transformation they're going to go on, and then you're going to give that information to ChatGPT. Okay, so you're going to go back to your ChatGPT thread from step 1, and you are now going to give ChatGPT your transformation. Okay, so you're going to tell them, my ebook is going to take people from, maybe having an unhealthy relationship with food to now having a healthy relationship with food. Okay, that is your transformation if you're writing that type of ebook. And then you are going to ask ChatGPT to plan out your outline, and then based on this you are going to ask ChatGPT to give you 3 to 5 content pillars. Okay, this is exactly how you start. You ask ChatGPT, give me my 3 to 5 content pillars. Once you check those and you are happy with the type of content that it is suggesting for you, then you ask it to create a full outline with chapters. Okay, a step 1 and a step 2 type of prompt, and I'm putting it on the screen here so you can see exactly how this will work. So step 1 is, here is my transformation, give me 3 to 5 content pillars. Once you review that and you're happy with it, you're happy with what ChatGPT is giving you, you're then doing your outline with chapters. And a bonus tip here is to keep it to 10 chapters, guys. All right, we don't want a novel. We want this to be a very simple and effective ebook, especially if it's your first one. Okay, so moving on to step 4, this is when we are focusing on your talking points. So now you've got your outline from ChatGPT, you've got your up to 10 chapters. You are then going to ask it to give you brainstorm talking prompts for each one of these chapters. And what ChatGPT is going to come back to you with is basically telling you what kind of things that you need to brainstorm for each chapter. And so this is where the good stuff kicks in, because I guarantee you're not seeing this in other YouTube videos. Okay, rather than getting ChatGPT to write the whole thing for you, the reason why you're getting prompts is so that you can give ChatGPT your brainstorms. Okay, and then ChatGPT is going to take your brainstorms and turn them into content. This is how we're going to make sure that the ebook sounds human and sounds like you. And so if this is really clicking for you, you're going to love my ebook starter kit. Not only do I give you all the prompts for each and every step, I also give you all the step-by-step templates so that you can move through this whole thing so much faster. Okay, let's get on to step 5. Now that you have all your prompts, you need to do your brainstorm. Okay, and there's 2 ways that you can do this. The first and best way is to actually just record your thoughts. Okay, you're going to look at your prompts and then you're just going to record all of the ideas that come to head. Don't worry about it sounding polished. Don't worry about having to kind of use all your best vocabulary. Just talk like you're speaking to a friend. You can do this on your phone, but I recommend you use an app like Loom, which will allow you to do voice transcript. And you can do it on your phone as well as on your computer, right? So you will just speak out your brain dump, you will click done, and then you will get a transcript from Loom, which you will copy and put back into ChatGPT. And you will do this for each one of your chapters, or you might want to split the chapters in half and record one half and then record the other. It's completely up to you. So this is the part that is going to take a bit of time, right? But this time is worth it, because this is what is going to make your ebook sound human. Okay, so you're going to copy each transcript, put it back into ChatGPT, and then you're going to ask ChatGPT to turn this brain dump into a fully refined chapter. And ChatGPT is going to clean it all up. It's going to fill in any gaps, and it's going to make it sound beautiful, but it's going to make it sound beautiful in your tone of voice. And like I say, all of my exact prompts are inside my ebook starter kit. And so moving on to step 6 is where you put all of these together, right? So you take all of your chapters and you tell ChatGPT to combine this into one ebook, right? And so once ChatGPT has pulled together all of your content, you're going to want to add a few extra pages. You're definitely going to want to add a contents page, and you're also going to want to add a page talking about yourself as an author. It doesn't have to be a long page, but it definitely has to talk about some of your credibility and why you are writing about this topic. You can definitely use ChatGPT to help you, and you can use the same transcript and brain dump technique that I just told you about, but really this feels the best when it comes from your heart. Okay, so if there's one bit that you're going to write in your ebook for yourself, it is going to be your author page. Finally, you're going to make sure that ChatGPT has included a summary and conclusion and just followed all the best practices when it comes to structuring your ebook. Again, these are all inside my starter kit as well for you to reference. Now, the last part is designing your ebook, okay? And I put this as the last part because really a lot of people spend way too much time designing their ebook, and then the content of their ebook either sounds like a robot or isn't transformational or just doesn't do what it's supposed to do, okay? So make sure that you leave design to the end, and I really recommend just picking up an ebook template. Again, I have one in my starter kit, but you can get one from anywhere. You can get one from Etsy. You can even get them on Canva. In fact, there are a lot of ebook templates on Canva that you can use to save you time. So when it comes to design, don't start from scratch. Use a template or simply just put it in a Google Doc. I have students that have just created their ebook inside a Google Doc. They've put a nice cover on it, and that has been enough. So I really recommend content over design, okay? People don't buy your ebook because of the design. They buy it for the content, they buy it for the transformation that you're delivering, and they also buy it because of the way that you've promoted it and marketed it. And so the next video on your screen right now is showing you how to market your digital products. This is how you're going to promote, and this is how you are going to drive sales of your new ebook. Love you lots, and see you in the next video. Bye.